My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to the Shroud in the Darkest Dungeon. Here in what is it? The second confession level, what's it called? It's not denial.
Propriety floats listless
Resentment.
on the tide, brined in noxious degradation.
Ooh, Sarmenti, your fishfolk slayer, I imagine, is about to come in handy. Okay, so there's a hoarder after another hoarder. Seems like maybe too many hoarders. If I take the left path, I avoid a hazard. And I get a candle and then a barricade, and then we get the hoarder afterwards. Much happier with a path like that, I think. Yeah. Let's also make sure that I'm aware of all of my goals here. Visit 2 hoarders total. Enter the sluice and the scroll. Got it.
Think carefully. Today's oversight is tomorrow's regret.
Yeah, 2 of you immediately want to go to the hoarder. I think that's way too soon. I'm gonna go for Alhazred's recommendation here. Oh. We lost some wheels there, unfortunately. Oh, the squish as we drive over each of these. Oh boy.
Who will face the half-remembered horrors of their past?
Sarmenti, of course.
Jester. Chapter 1. Some strange melody.
Oh, it's... okay. I thought it was always the first one was just an introduction.
Layabout without aspiration or purpose, content to loiter on street corners, languidly busking for passers-by. Roughly ushered from the bustling commercial blocks, he wandered the forgotten corners of the city. An intoxicating melody drifted over a nearby cemetery wall, and he stumbled deliriously amongst the tombstones in search of the performer.
Oh, I guess you have to click continue anyway. I weirdly thought that was just going to immediately read the story to me, or click continue in order to go into a battle. Play out. So we can use it from the back 3 positions. We can target the front 3 positions of our own team. We get to move them backwards and give them a block. I can see how that could be useful, but it seems a little narrow, maybe. We'll have to see what it does on upgrade. Time for a battle. Alright, I do want to try and pull out of position one of their backliners, probably the one that's not blinded at the moment. Excellent. Maybe I'll fade back. That would move Alhazred to the position where they can use Sacrificial Stab to try and finish off a target. But then Sarmenti, if I ever move forward again, or I get to do nothing until I move forward again, which that doesn't seem particularly great. Okay, never mind, I'm gonna slice off. Solid. I mean, if I can push the woodsman back again. Oh, we can heavily invalidate the enemy team here. Love it. Set up a big blight on the widow in the front line. Flash daggers across the rest. I mean, the widow is just gonna, you know, run backwards, basically. Oh, never mind. They're not even gonna act.
Promising development.
A desperate grab. Not the toy, but Vanish Vanity gives combo
Cooperation is the key.
target to the woodsman. Unfortunately, Deadeye's just not going to get to act this round, what with a stun and all.
A breakthrough.
Solid crit Sarmenti. I think it's entirely possible they just want to Demons pull the Widow back out of position, and in doing so, again, put the Woodsman in unfortunate position. Unfortunately, I also cleared the corpses, which I didn't think about at the time, so the Woodsman was capable of connecting a hit. Striking either of you directly at this point triggers combo for Barristan in order to heal them up. I really want to remove some stress from you, but no condition allows it at the moment, so it's time to continue slicing off. There goes the Widow. Interesting, that actually increased the relationship between a couple of my characters there. Again, I'm going to try and get some health on Barristan. A weakening curse seems very appropriate for the character that's about to try and do a lot of damage to a target. Damn, half the damage of their crit. That said, they did just crit, giving me the ability now to... You have Deathblow resists? Bleed? Okay. I'm gonna get you down to death's door. And then Sarmenti... Oh, is out of position! No, not able to use the Bedell Belad. I wanted that badly. Oh well. We'll just use it at the start of the next battle.
Though unpleasant in the extreme, this work is noble and necessary.
Oh god, the gooey gushing of all of these. Ugh. Oh, some lovely, nice relationship triggers. Alright, Hoarder. What do you have? Indelible Trinkets I can't afford. Makes sense. Clasp Knife. If bleeding, you have lower crit, but you have extra bleed resistance. Oh. Unfortunately, I'm exactly one bauble off of getting the Wind Chime, or the Tinker's Bench, or the Academics map, or the Griddle. Before each location, chance to produce Flapjacks. Oof, that seems like it'd be good. But, that said, a Mortar and Pestle. Before each location, there is a chance to produce a poultice item. Getting a Stagecoach item like that really early on seems pretty good, so that it has the ability to generate as many of those as is possible. Let's take that Mortar and Pestle.
Sound investment in roads yet untraveled.
And then I think it's also appropriate for me to take a full stack of torches here for someone to hold. Put those on Barristan. And I think that might be us done here. I don't really want any of those other trinkets. That's the button I think I'm looking for. There we go. I shudder to think of how he accrued his wares. Hurting my wheels again in order to go to that watchtower seems like a really bad idea. We get Loathing on the road right before we then go to a location that could be a fight. Unfortunately, that path commits me to definitely have 2 hazard hits. So unfortunately, if this is a hazard of armor variety, it really ruins my life. The other side, unfortunately, has 2 stacks of Loathing as well. I think I'm gonna go the hard left here. It's a cache of supplies at least ahead. Something to look forward to. Please don't destroy my wheels.
The loathing whispers.
Oh, Barristan, you're still doing good things despite being so stressed. I really appreciate. Oh, hello, hero story. Hey, I gotta say, I'm very happy to see each of these right now.
Chapter 2. Music of the Night. He could learn this unearthly hymn and claim it as his own.
What follows the chorus of this violinist? Probably a verse, right? Well, maybe it's a bridge. Nope. I mean, last time I played a verse following chorus, it worked. I'm something a little different, that's gotta be bridge then. You call that a misstep, really? Oh, damn. Catchy hook would be perfect here. Catchy hook, a hook. I think I play chorus. Right? The chorus is the motif, the hook. Catchy hook would be perfect here, chorus. He leaps down and plays solo. So after a solo, we end. Sick.
Ambition, so long dormant within him, had been roused. He delighted in fantasies of fame, renown, and respect.
I love this guy. And also, Samenti, you have unlocked Harvest. Very, very, very happy to have that. The ability to try and get bleed across 2 middle targets. Worth its weight in gold, as far as I'm concerned. Gosh, really?
The loathing festers.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. So it's loathing there, loathing there, loathing at the end of this. No room battles along the way. There's a room battle here at the very end. Well, sorry, I hope this upcoming question mark is a room battle, so that I can afford all of the loathing that we're picking up over the course of this. Good lord.
Academics cache. Supplies from your benefactor of sorts.
Some poultice, some medicinal herbs.
The loathing howls.
Let's get some medicinal herbs on a character. A full stack of those is 2. There's also the clasp knife for... oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, this is bleed resistance piercing. Of course, never mind, that desperately... I should have bought that from the first Hoarder, frankly, but I didn't, and then the game was like, actually, you probably should have bought that. I'm gonna give you a copy of it anyway, don't worry, buddy. Thank you, game. It's very kind of you. So that was armor destruction in the area. There's going to be another trigger of that later on. Hopefully not one more after though. Into the den! Oh! Creature den! Hello! Beasts
Make their refuge in the creature dens throughout the corrupted regions. They put up a fierce defense, but rare animal parts fetch attractive rewards from innkeepers desperate for delicacies and weird ingredients.
Yeah, buddy! Samenti!
Tangled with street curs, they're no tougher.
Samenti is going to get a crit as well as some extra speed at the very start of this fight. Increase relationship. This is also a combat, so I get to remove a loathing. I'm pretty happy about this all, frankly. Chance to dodge the next attack. How dare you? You know what? I'm gonna Thunderclap Grenade. A lot of dodge tokens on the enemies. I want to try and remove those.
Work.
75% chance to dodge the next attack on that character. How dare you? Rapid Nasher unfortunately has bleed resist though. Wait, did I crit on that? Oh. I'm gonna need to remove the tokens anyway, so
Writ large.
I'll go with that. You've blinded me, sir. How dare you? Blight resists on this enemy party are relatively high. Creature Nasher. I do probably want to prevent you from taking a turn. All I've managed to do is guarantee that if you take a turn, you'll only take one. Want to use Abyssal Artillery for the backline? Ooh, nice crit. Rapid Rush and a Munch. Bolster's pretty good stress removal right now. Also, I need to increase the torch a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna bolster. Don't really matter who I bolster there. Gives a defensive token to our Man-at-Arms. Also makes sure that Sarmenti is free to try and harvest. Which is what I would prefer right now. Oh, is that spider gonna die instantly? Yes, it is. Hell yeah. So is the Rabid Nasher, so now we just have the Carrion Eater and the Webber to take out. I'm gonna start working on the Carrion Eater. Ah! These crits are amazing! Demon Pull to grab the Carrion Eater, move you forward so that I actually have the ability to target you with my other characters. Crush you dead, as well as heal Barristan at the same time. The Spitter is going to die, the Webber will not, though. And these are... honestly? Oh, I thought it was going to climb away or something like that, but no, we're still fine in this fight. Slicing him right off. I guess I'll roll Demon's Ball just to clear both of those corpses. And finish him off with... oh. There's waves here. That makes sense. That's why everything was so not difficult. Yeah, that makes sense. There's Carrion Devourers in the front line and Carrion Eaters in the back line. The Carrion Devourers in the front line have 2 stacks of Block Plus, so I really want, like, DOTs to be the way that I get through that. In order to try and start removing things from the field, though, between our ranged characters, I think we should all be targeting the back line pretty heavily. I'm gonna increase the torch again. And work on crushing this target before it gets in action. So Harvest here gives me a death blow as well as a removal of a token and a setup of combo. Love to see that. That combo setup, in fact, sets up
A brilliant conclusion.
a crit there that does no damage. Oops. I suspect I may want to weaken them. Just a little hint. Oh, never mind. Hang on. Maybe they don't do that much damage. Maybe that weaken wasn't that important. Again, I'm gonna increase the light. I'm also gonna start defending Sarmenti. What? What? Hang on. Sorry. What'd you do? Necrophagia.
Upon closer inspection.
From any 4 positions, they can target any 4 positions on their side to gain regen, defense, and a crit token. That crit token's terrifying me right now. I'm gonna use the Thunderclap Grenade. Oh, we stunned both of the Carrion Devourers! Hell yes! That's exactly what we wanted. Roll for bleeds on targets. Love it. Okay, so that unit is going to die as soon as it tries to act. So I guess it's probably relatively high priority for me to try and clear that corpse. Gonna increase the torch again. Get another block token off of that character. Slice off seems extremely appropriate here. I'm gonna try and Rampart to move that character back as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use Al-Hazred to clear the corpse with another pulling attack, which allows Audrey to just attack directly and crit the heck out of that character. Love it. And in fact, in doing so, that has set up that Carrion Devourer to have their first trigger of Death Blow this turn. I do damage to them, they're gonna bleed down to 0 HP and hit their first Death Blow.
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Nice try, buddy.
Slow suffering begins.
Very little damage from that munch. Ooh, a crit token!
Emboldened.
Love to see it, although Al-Hazred doesn't currently have the ability to actually hit either of these positions. Yeah, I'm gonna remove that target. Very available, very easy to remove, and then follow up with a Thrown Dagger to take advantage of the combo on this target. I think that's enough slicing. Yep. So you are now on death's door. Al-Hazred, you can move forward. Ooh, and in doing so, you get a better relationship with Audrey. Love it. Audrey, use Dead of Night to kill the corpse so that I don't have to worry about that getting eaten. I'm gonna get the first trigger of death. Oh, 2 stress removal there. First trigger of Deathblow resistance gets them to die at the very start of their turn. Okay, so it was only 2 waves. But ours for the taking is the Congealed Slime deliverable. If I deliver this to an inn, I get a mastery as well as -3 stress to the entire party. Hell yeah! That's super cool. And did I get and lose a loathing there? Yeah, I think I lost a loathing because of the fight, and I think I got a loathing just for the location as well.
Onwards and upwards.
Protection has been stripped to its last.
It has indeed, but we've planned this out, we will be okay. Hey, Hoarder. What you got for me this time? Food barrels. If food in inventory rather, is equal to or greater than 10, We have a 10% extra chance for characters to become resolute when they are stressed. Crow's Nest for scouting. I mean, I do have, like, a lot of Stagecoach items. I probably don't need more. A Sharpness Charm for more damage but a slower speed. Oh, playing cards. Try and get a little bit of a better relationship with the next area. You know what? I'm taking the Sharpness Charm. Because I think Audrey holding that is going to be pretty happy. I guess Samenti can also hold some medicinal herbs, just because I currently have them on me. This is also the second Hoarder, I believe. Does not one of you have a Visit 2 Hoarders mission? Yep. Samenti Argesta. Some bandages and some anti-venom just to pre-prepare against some locational effects? Sure. I think that's probably going to be relatively worthwhile. A foreclosure notice for the Grave Robber. Apply on hit. If we're in rank 4, 33% chance to give a combo to the target. On hit, there's also a 33% chance to get stealth when using flashing daggers. If no stealth, then get significantly less healing received from skills. Ooh, interesting. The price of pride. An eye for the Man-at-Arms. Sick. Indelible Trinket Man-at-Arms. Gain when hit. Block plus a third of the time. And apply on attack with your bellows skills. Stun. 10% of the time. Bellow skills target allies. Right? Right? I guess I'm only thinking of Bolster right now. Which might not be a bellow skill. Which would explain why it wasn't affected by... Wait, Bolster skills. Bellow is a different skill. Got it. Yes, Bellow is a different skill we'll unlock later when we, level up the Man-at-Arms consistently. I would love to see it as soon as possible, but of course we're not modifying it yet. Greater Hail Draft. Severed Finger. If the target has bleed, then I do 25% extra. Slice off skills do 2 extra bleed and 1 extra bleed resist. Like, I would have loved to buy that. I would have loved it. Oh boy, it would have been incredible. Unfortunately, I never had enough baubles to get that here. Alas. I honestly think I'm pretty well stocked. Maybe I'll take a couple more glimmers of hope.
A glimmer of hope? Samenti's hero goal has been completed.
Let's get Barristan to equip those. Just in case it feels like the torch is too low at any point.
Stumbling and grasping, shadows of what they once were.
Alright. Well, no need to harvest multiple positions. Let's just bleed this woodman. Unfortunately, the urchin, I really don't want you to get to the front of the party. That's a worse position for you. But putting the woodsman at the back of the party is pretty good. Urchin, what do you do at the very front? At the very front, you use Skulking Step. You try and disease a target. And you move backwards. I'm just gonna damage both of you. Ooh, and add combo. So I could definitely blight. Not definitely blight, actually, sorry. It's very likely to crit. 63? 73 if I just throw directly, though. I'm gonna take the 63, and that blight manages to connect. Because it crits, it also goes through some of the enemy's resistance, so it was enough to guarantee that it was gonna connect there. backliner is set up, ready to crit. How dare you? So, given this information, I think it's probably appropriate for me to try and make sure that Barristan takes this hit and takes as little damage as possible for it.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Keep cutting parts off this guy. Unfortunately, Audrey is not able to fire through the stealth here. Just gonna throw a direct damage, dagger for damage. Use an Abyssal Artillery in order to hit the Urchin, despite the fact that I can't directly target. Sets up a combo on them as well, neat. Ooh, you didn't even manage to hit him. Sick. Oh, we even resisted all of the stress from that. Yep, we've got 100% stress resist for 2 turns. Thank you, Sarmanti. Much appreciated, buddy. I can heal up as well as try and take out the Urchin at the same time with a crush here. Seems perfect. Death's Door in their backliner. They roll Protect the Child and move forwards. Oof. Rough go of it, buddy. So that backliner, the Lost Soul, is only capable of
upon closer inspection.
moving forward and blighting. I don't want them to be in the front line and possibly disease us or stress us. So rather than that, I'm just gonna Abyssal Artillery, possibly set up a combo on the target. I don't, that's fine though. Do I want 15 more light right now? Yeah, I think I do. I think I just want to keep the light high, please. Solid crit to kill the backliner. Unfortunately, Barristan is still quite stressed. I need Barristan to get to 5 stress so that I can remove 2 stress, so that they're not on 4 stress. That's it.
Before you.
+3 crit, less healing received from skills. That's probably the Grave Robber's idea of a good time right now.
And onwards and upwards we go. Twirling, twirling evermore towards victory.
Oblivion's Rampart doesn't really give us a choice to fight. We must. Altar of Resentment. Oh, they have a 1/4 chance to gain crit when attacked. Hey, I bled them both, but I didn't give either of them crit. That's pretty good. I do want to take out this altar as soon as possible. I feel like trying to blight it with 30% resist is worth my while at the moment. I have a 1 in 4 chance to just straight up crit if I throw the Throne Dagger. Dang. Not only did I not crit, I also got the worst outcome. Do I know? Oh, okay, the altar can use its abilities from pretty much any position, unfortunately. Gonna have to use Abyssal Artillery here. Unfortunately, I gave crit to the altar. Yeah, maybe it can crit on a buff.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
A judicious application of violence.
Yeah, I really want to just confirm that target. Medicinal herbs to remove. Honestly, from yourself right now, 2 stacks of 2 different things, and then I'll harvest, getting the altar. Unfortunately, giving another crit token. Stop sounding the trumpets! It's hurting my Bodhi. Burn Salve will give me the ability to remove the burn on the target as well as heal them 10%. That seems very appropriate right now for the target that was going to be burning for 4 turns. 5 turns, actually, I think it might have been. Audrey, I would love to blight the Herald with you. So I will. It's simple as that. I'm also going to use medicinal herbs now to cure Samenti. Dang. Unfortunately, that's not enough to get the Herald dead. It needs 2 more damage. Especially considering the crits that the Evangelist is just about to put out. I'm going to use Defender to try and get some defending going on here. Yeah, that's pretty bad. The Herald will now die to their blight, thankfully. 4 turns. 4 bleed for 5 turns is a lot. I suspect Audrey is going to have to roll Absinthe at the start of her turn. You're already below a third of your health. So I think it's appropriate to remove that from you. I really want to play an inspiring tune right now as well. But more bleed on the Evangelist is also very useful. Oh, I finally have access to weird reconstruction. Yep. 7 health and no bleeding.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
I could use Bolster on Alhazred, who does not need it, in order to get -2 stress. In fact, not only is it -2 stress, but it's also a block plus token, which is going to be pretty relevant. Let's clear that corpse for some extra health as well. Nocturnal Commune, that character needs to die. What a nightmare you've planned for us. Come on. Well, that'll get it down to death's door. I want to attack the Evangelist in the front line to try and gain some health here. Yeah, I need some health. And then, in order to try and prevent the ridiculous damage from the Evangelist's upcoming crit, you are going to become weak as soon as the Deathblow trigger occurs. So I guess I don't need to use a Weakening Curse on you to set that up. So that means I use the Weakening Curse on the other Evangelist. Nice. Gotta love it. Alright, I'm gonna crit with Poison Dart.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
So I'm gonna be using a lot of support skills for Barristan this turn. I think it's totally appropriate for Barristan to remove some of their own stress with Bolster. gonna harvest there to guarantee that that target doesn't get lucky and survive a bunch of things in a row, which would be a bit of a nightmare. Let's get Audrey to heal up. And now I'm looking to, I mean, I'm gonna remove all of that bleed on you, and then I'm gonna heal you. 15! Positive relationship trigger betwixt the two as well. Love to see it. I'm gonna use Razor's Wit here, actually, to try and set up combo on their frontliner. I guess I'll also weaken Trained as a soloist, but forming together is pretty good. Crush you for some HP. Ignores the enemy's dodge when we are stealthed. Unfortunately, I can't actually hit the enemy in this position, though. That'll get you to your Death Door trigger. You've got Blight at the start of your turn to possibly kill you, and it does. Neat. Honestly?
Scavenge what you can and be off once more.
Misstep. Unforgettable trinket. If a stained item is equipped, it gives plus 75% to max HP and negative 50% to damage. I'm fine with Barristan doing no damage. I already got them as a sergeant. And an unforgettable trinket that is stained to activate the other one for plus 50% to burn resist. And if you're burning, get 1 stress at the start of the turn, which makes sense because there's no way you could possibly burn. You've got all of this resist. How dare they?
Loathing whispers.
The loathing whispers.
Ooh, unfortunately I do have to give up the Vanished Vanity for that, and that is really good. But plus 75% max HP seems better. It seems worth its weight in whatever's more valuable than gold. Oh, we even got some bandages there. Love to see it. In fact, I did clear out, I believe, yeah, pretty much all of our combat items, rather, in that fight. Or at least, rather, a lot of them. So I'm gonna give myself a breadth of them there.
As we continue onwards to our inn.
Lower your guard. Soften your gaze. It is safe here.
The resolute companions have reached the Vestal's secret. So we'll get negative stress on everyone by 1 and another 3 because of the congealed slime that I've delivered, and heal to 50%. Oh my god, that's a lot of quirks. Alright. Alhazred, what'd you get? Germophobic! If you're poisoned at the start of the turn, a 1/4 of a chance to gain stress, lower positive relationship chance. Oh, and you're missing the mark! Turn start, 10% chance to become blind. Oof. Samenti, you are the cleanliness, you are a neat freak. You depend on cleanliness for sanity. You're squeamish. What is happening? Can I have some positive quirks, please? Audrey, off guard! What? At combat start, Audrey is dazed. At round start, 15% of the time, they become vulnerable. What is happening here? I kept everyone's stress relatively low across the entirety of that. I removed all of the stress rolls. Why do you all suck ass? Barristan, zoophobic! Are you kidding me? Oh, okay. Never mind. I got 1 positive at least. Barristan gained Iron Constitution, plus 20% to their max HP. Yeah, absolute garbage here. Is this just very likely to ruin all of my characters, I guess? Don't love that. Region goal was completed. We also got a mastery there. Oh, man. Well, hey, at least our characters have so many negatives that when they get another positive, when they get another negative, at least it will replace one they already have. Ah. Why? Provisioner, what do you have for me?
Precious relics remind us of a time before the end.
Yeah, I can't really do anything with any of those. That's rude. Woven items, cool.
Experience, however painful, is the greatest teacher of all.
So, I am capable of... Let's go for the production of poultice items as well as the, on entering a region, give an armor, because that's going to be important, as I am going
The
to
plating is patched. The coach stands ready once more.
only get a second point of armor courtesy of that steel plating in the first place. Alright, running back to our party. Let's actually have a look at our
Provinces
routes.
and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
Booty. So the Feta, which I think again would be Blight and Bleed, is Academic Cache's scouting and locations. There's 100% extra hazardous routes. That's probably pretty tough for us. Complete it with no stagecoach. Items equipped, can't do that. I mean, I think the Sprawl is the mission, the personal goal of one of my characters at the moment. Unfortunately. Yeah, Barristan wants to go to the Sprawl. Sorry, buddy. I don't think I can do that for you. Doesn't seem appropriate here. Now, Sarmenti. What do you think about gaining the ability to make targets vulnerable with Slice Off? Hazard, we already got the heal on you relatively effectively. Weakening Curse removing crit does seem pretty powerful as well. As the Ritualist Occultist path, it has a 10% chance for, or 10% extra chance to pierce the resistance, the debuff resistance of enemies. So yeah, I think Weakening Curse is probably a good target on Barristan as well. Audrey, it feels like you definitely need to upgrade Throne Dagger at the absolute least. We're about to go to the Feta, so I can't imagine that Poison Dart is going to be particularly great here. But Bleed will be. I think I'm actually going to have to increase Harvest for the sake of the run, and then also the Weakening Curse on El Hazred. And then back to the Provisioner for a moment. Actually, sorry. Everyone play cards. Unfortunate. Kinda want to use Slime Mold. Yeah, let's increase the Blight resistance of Barristan. And then your max HP. And Audrey. Hey, none of them got a strongly negative effect there. That's relatively good as far as I'm concerned. Laudanum doesn't seem appropriate for the next area as much. Soothing Poultice, neither. Wax Inoculate does, though. Much lower chance to gain disease. Yeah, I think we might have the appropriate things to go out into the next area already. Block the diseases on Barristan. No battlefield plague will befall me now. selecting our route as... Also, secret safe is the goal for the next area. Fight 6 or less road battles.
The tainted crop continues to spread its tendrils of rot and pestilence.
Positive?
No! What? No!
Covets what the other has, and plots to take it.
Ridiculous. My stress release skills stress the other target, unfortunately. Dead of Night and Bolster each. We'll have to deal with the outcomes of that in the next episode. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content in the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendation down below. As we are relatively early on in a series, if you do like the videos, that is very helpful for metrical stuff and algorithm and etc. And I usually forget to mention it, so